Hi, welcome back. This is Math Level C Lesson 26. We are going to start off in our workbooks today. First, find part 1 in your workbook. It looks like this. These are easy peasy subtraction problems. Go ahead and complete the subtraction problems with your number line. You may pause here. When you are finished, you can unpause and move on with your lesson. The remaining part of this worksheet is actually independent work, so I will go over all the parts for you. Part 2, we're missing the big number. So when I'm missing a big number, I add. So you're going to go ahead and add. 5 plus 6 equals your big number. 6 plus 8 equals your big number, and so on. Part 3, you're using your multiplication chart. Finding the answers to your multiplication chart. See where they meet in the middle. And part 4. Each of these descriptions tells about one of the rectangles. You're going to figure out which rectangle goes with each description. Then you'll put the numbers on the arrows for each of the rectangles. Touch rectangle A. The rectangle is 5 feet high and 5 feet wide. If you compare A to the other rectangles, you can figure out some are higher than 5 feet. Which ones seem to be higher than 5 feet? B, E, and F. Some rectangles are wider than A, so they're wider than 5 feet. Tell me which letter of rectangles are wider than 5 feet? B and C. So let's try number 1. The rectangle is 10 feet high and 1 foot wide. It's much higher than it is wide. In fact, it's 10 times higher than it is wide. Find the right rectangle. Which rectangle is 10 feet high and 1 foot wide? Rectangle F. Yes, so you're going to plug the numbers in. The 10 goes here and the 1 goes here. And then you're going to write the F in description 1's blank. Go ahead and complete the rest of those on your own. You may pause and unpause when you are finished. We will be moving on to the textbook. All right, lesson 26 in our textbook. Cute little picture today. All right, last time you put letters from sentences in number families, the rule in the big box tells what to do with the letters. Follow along. Sometimes we refer to a number without telling which number it is. We can call the number J or B or any other letter. Here's a sentence that tells about two numbers. T is less than H. We don't know which numbers T and H are, but we do know that T is less than H, so T is a small number and H is a big number. The big number goes at the end of the arrow. The small number goes close to the big number. Touch sentence A. J is less than M. If J is less than M, we are going to make a number family. For A, J is less than M. So I know that M is a bigger number, so M is going to go here. And J goes here. I'm just plugging the letters in on my number line. The big letter always goes at the end, and the smaller one always goes on the line in this last position on the line. Problem B, it says W is bigger than R. Which one goes at the end? W, because W is bigger than R. So I know W goes here and R goes here. Let's go ahead and try C as well. P is larger than T. Which one is the big number? P is larger than T. So P is bigger, so it goes as my big number. I want you guys to try D and E on your own. When you're finished, we're moving on to part 2. All right, part 2. We are going to write the number sentences for each rectangle. Start with the circled number. Part 2 looks like this. Look at A. What is my first number that is circled in rectangle A? It's a 5. 5 miles. So to figure out how many squares are in that rectangle, I'm going to put a 5 down first. 5 times 7 equals 35. 35 what? 35 square miles. Remember, don't forget to put your labels. Those are very important. Rectangle B. 9 is circled, so you're going to put 9 first. 9 times 3 equals. And that one is also miles, so your answer is going to be blank square miles. C. The 2 is circled, so the 2 is going to go first for me. So 2 times 6 equals blank square miles. And D. The 10 is circled, so 10 comes first, times 4 equals blank square miles. Do not forget to put the label. If you were in school, I would mark those wrong. Find part C, or part 3, goodness. Copy each problem and write the answer. Those are easy addition problems. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you may pause, and when you are finished, press play, and we will continue on with part 4. Part 4 looks like this. For each problem, make a number family with 2 numbers and a letter. Remember, the letter is the missing number. After you've made the number family, write the addition problem or subtraction problem and figure out the answer. Then fix up the number family so you show what the missing number is. All right, problem A. You're just filling the numbers in on your number line and then solving. Problem A. The big number is 671. If I say the big number, that goes here at the end. So 671 is my big number. The second small number, 1, 2, so in this place is R. So that's a letter. We don't know what R is. The first small number is 621. Okay. So I have my number family, and now I know I'm missing a small number. Instead of a box, I have the letter R, so we have to find what R is. When I'm missing a small number, I subtract. 671 minus 621. And we are solving for R. 1 minus 1 is 0. 7, 6, 5. 6 minus 6 is 0, so I'm not even going to write it down. So R equals 50. Okay, let's go ahead and set up B. The small numbers are T and 281. So I'm just going to write them across, T and 281. The big number is 395. Okay, I have to solve for T. So look, again, I have a missing small number. Small number means I subtract. 395 minus 281. Whatever your answer is, T equals this. You can even cross out your T and put the number above. Let's go ahead and do C over here. I'll set it up for you guys. The first small number is 372. First small number, 372. The big number is N. So my N goes over here. The second small number is 529. So 529. This time I'm missing a big number. I know that it's a little bit hard to see, But this time I'm missing a big number. I have to solve for n. So if I'm missing a big number, I add, because I have to add my two smaller numbers to get my big number. So I like to start with the bigger number first, 529 plus 372. You will have to carry in this one, okay? You are solving for n in C. When you are finished, you can complete the rest of your work on your own. You have parts 5 and 6 and any of the workbook pages that you have not yet fixed or completed. When you are all done, make sure you submit to your teacher.